Check out these 4 bootleg Hulks that I got. Here's the light grey Hulk, red Hulk, dark green Hulk, and light green Hulk. On the packaging, there is the item number stated, unit of measure 1 deco set, and yeah, Diamond Comic Distributor. I've seen this sort of packaging on the bootleg Marvel Select figures. This packaging kind of reminds me of McDonald's Happy Meal toys. And out of these 4, I only have the original Red Hulk and the 2-pack Hulk. The plastic packaging is either sealed like grey Hulk, sealed at both top and bottom ends of the plastic, or it can be like this Red Hulk, whereby only one end is sealed and the other one is just simply taped. Here are the figures out of the plastic packaging, and each of them comes with the accessories just like the original, but for these two, they come with a torn lab coat as well, even though the original figures does not have them. There's actually another bootleg Hulk, which is the Gameoverse Hulk, but the bootleg version of that is on this Hulk body mold, unlike the original, which was on the BAF Smart Hulk body mold. All these bootleg Hulk figures really look original at a glance. The quality of them is actually really good. It's really difficult to differentiate them just by looking at pictures. I'm going to share with you 3 ways to spot the bootleg version. The first difference is that at each of the knees, there is the letter R and also L engraved. It's a bit hidden beneath the knee joint, but you can see part of it. Same goes for the Red Hulk. You can see the R engraved on the right knee. For the SDCC Green Hulk, you can see the R again quite clearly, half hidden, but you can still see it. And the L, and here's the 2-pack Green Hulk. Again, the R is clearly seen. Same goes for the bottom of the L. For the original figure, there isn't any R or L over there. Here's the green 2-pack Hulk and also the Red Hulk. You don't see any R or L engraved at the knees. And here are the other 2 Hulks courtesy of Ed Toy Shooter. The original grey Hulk and also the green SDCC Hulk doesn't have those R and L as well. Next is the circular indent on the neck pack. For the bootleg, the neck pack has a circular indent which is bigger and deeper compared to the original. You can see that it is consistent for all of these bootleg neck packs. But for the original, the circle is smaller and less indented inwards. Same goes for the Grey Hulk and the SDCC Green Hulk. And the third obvious difference that I managed to spot are at the hands. With the exception of these 2 hands, all of the open-fingered hands, which is this one, and also the fist has the letter R and L engraved on them near the peg. Here's a closer look and you can see the R and L engraved near the pegs. Here's the L on the fist. This hand, like I mentioned just now, doesn't have that. Here's for the Red Hulk, the R and the L on the open-fingered hands, and the R and L on the fists. Here is for the SDCC Green Hulk. And here's the 2-pack Green Hulk. R and L for the open-fingered hands, and R and L for the fists. Here's the original figures, and for the hands, there isn't the big R and L engraved near the pegs for both the 2-pack Green Hulk and also for the Red Hulk. For the torn lab coat, it's really difficult to differentiate them in pictures, but now that you see them both side by side, you can clearly see that the bootleg is really white, as if it's really out of the washing machine and really clean. But for the original version, it's actually kind of off-white and slightly faded, right? You can see the difference. But again, if you only have one of them, it's really hard to tell. The sculpt of the bootleg lab coat is really the same as the original. You can see the tears are at the same position. The only difference that I managed to spot is this corner over here. The bootleg has kind of this pointed end, but the original does not have that. And also, it is more soft on the original. It is slightly more stiff on the bootleg. But yeah, can't really tell that from the pictures, right? For the orange lab coat from the Grey Hulk, it does have the printed patterns on it. Same goes at the back, it has that pointed tip. And it is the same for all the bootleg lab coats, be it white or orange. Like I mentioned earlier, the bootleg lab coat is more stiff. That's why you can see that it doesn't really drop nicely on the shoulders compared to the original, which is more flexible and soft. It also doesn't help that it was packed like this, all the more that it doesn't drop on the shoulder nicely. Since I have this 2-pack Green Hulk, I like to share with you two differences in the paintwork for the bootleg. The paintwork on the chest and on the feet is more yellow compared to the original. It's really obviously more yellow. I'm not sure whether this is just for my bootleg, but I think it should be consistent across the bootleg figures. Same goes for the feet, but I think on the chest just now is more obvious. And the other difference is that on the head of the bootleg, there's actually red lines on the hair. I'm not really sure why, but yeah, it is there on my bootleg. Again, I'm not sure whether this is a consistent thing among all the bootlegs, but mine have it. The original figure doesn't have that. Thanks for watching. I hope this comparison helps. And actually, these bootleg Hulks are really solid. It doesn't feel flimsy at all. The plastic quality and the joints are actually quite good. Really comparable with the original. I don't have the Grey Hulk and the green SDCC Hulk to compare, but do check out more differences between the Red Hulk in this video that I did earlier on.